Alright, now we get to see how effective those discs are. And for as much as I didn't want to freaking be in this area, now I get to traverse it on foot. Yay! Oh, and of course I spread the discs out nice and wide because I wanted to be able to hopefully see them from my Cyclops. Oh well, it's pretty much straight down, right? Oh. Alright. The nice thing is, one, well, when I did look a second ago, before I jumped down here, I could see my Seamoth still, which means it's not destroyed. And the other thing would be that I found multiple of those little like nickel mounds, right? Which means God, I hope I'm going the right way. There's that, okay. Which means that, like, at least with this down there, I can now mine it. It's like I normally go straight. And then because I turned, I ended up in a different area. Because admittedly, I also don't really remember having to fight these freaking crabs to get here. Not that I can see very well, but I don't think that they show up just yet. And again, if I can see it, if it still has a waypoint, it means it has not been destroyed yet. I'm like, am I stuck? Do not tell me I freaking stuck my damn prawn underwater. Relatively full on health. I made sure my bioreactor was topped off and I grabbed a couple waters from it. So I guess it'll also be a good test to see how much it how much it also drains out. Dude, just a ton of gold. So that's what I was thinking, the sulfur just it pops up underneath. Look at that. Now that this is down here, we'll be able to just fill up on this. Is that silver or nickel? That's nickel. I think this is already the 5 sulfur. Let's go. I need to get above the brine so I can check my... Yeah, instantly I now have everything I came down here for the most part. Say nothing wrong with grabbing a few extra. We don't have a ton of stuff left to build. If anybody's wondering where I came up with the numbers, all I did was look at some of the upgrades and stuff that I was thinking about making and totaled up what I needed there. Simple enough, right? I don't have all of the rocket blueprints, so for all I know, there might be something in the rocket that will require more. And of course, we don't have to want to come back down here. Okay, so my Seamoth is there, and I think I was like over here, like right there. I think I was right there above this little shallow pool. That's all my stuff dropping. Because I died trying to get, and now it's too dark to see. There we go. Dude, I know I had more than that. Not that I need it, but like there's another nickel. Whole ton of lithium laying around here. Oh, yeah. You can't move before you actually grab it, or you won't actually grab it. Likewise, if it like rolls down the hill and stuff, it can sometimes be a pain in the butt to try and track down. Three diamond isn't terrible. I think the most intensive diamond upgrades
Welcome aboard, Captain.
are the ones I already got. The prawn suit. The drill tip for the prawn suit, I mean. Same thing as before, though. If I find some more diamond, I'm not going to turn it down right now. Okay, that's almost 12 freaking sulfur. That is 12 nickel. I'm gonna mine a little bit more nickel just in case, because like that's the one that I think I need 8 of, which only leaves me 4 extra. Really, that's probably enough. I usually mine them to completion, but whatever. You know, I could putter around with the Seamoth now, but I feel so safe and secure in this thing. Okay. We'll call that good.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, dude, yeah, see, I'm down to 70. I definitely am thinking that I went the wrong way. For those of you that don't get too lost down here in the Lost River, there is another egg down here somewhere. And I could tell you where it was if I wasn't already lost. Dude, and there's a mesmer. I could show you guys what happens with mesmers. Hey. 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 Where'd the other one go? Maybe the other one will be more cooperative. Okay. Well, I guess it's not going to work. So the issue is, for those of you that saw me plummet down to the bottom of the blood kelp area, that's going to be super steep and super dark, and so it's going to be really hard for me to get my way, jumping my way out of there. When I first went to the jelly shrimp caves for the magnetite, like you'll see, if I didn't already show it, like I get stuck underneath the lip of a cliff for a second, versus when it's daylight I can just jump my way up there. Somehow, I'm actually right where I want to be. This would be the appeal of having another base down here also, is I could have just spawned at that other base, although I would have died before I would have built it. There's more uranite. Why does that sound like another... There shouldn't be any more freaking ghosts. So we'll take a closer look at it later. Go along the edge, right there. Those little purple and wisps and stuff in the background, which looks like the cave where these ghost rays are coming from. That's where you would want your base. And that's a lot of people's favorite. But, again, I don't spend a lot of time here. I got a little bit lost. Okay, I got really lost in the Lost River. Like, huh, look at all these alien artifacts. I wonder where they lead. And then pause and marvel at the structure that is not actually present. There we go.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Okay. And there's no force field like there is at the other places, because it's already been smashed.
Broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Dude, what the fuck? I am pretty sure that the heat knife is stronger.
Integrating new PDA data.
We'll look at all those once we're back to home and safe. Oh, there's another. These are very, very rare until the final place, so you want them. The nice thing is, because this is all underwater, since I'm here with the Seamoth, I can actually like explore all of it and then just run back to my Seamoth when I need to. My prawn I would have had to have left outside that door, which would require me then to obviously run all the way back to that instead. Various rib cages. Big old egg. Sky ray, ghost ray, rabbit ray. What, nothing on those? Oh, there's another. I'd have to pull up the thing, but I do believe it says that this is the research area. That sound is the platform lifting. It scared me for a second.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, those are stacking up way too much for my OCD. Okay. So a bunch of research into the various specimens on this planet. Sulfur, nickel. Again, pause it and read it if you feel like reading the data downloads. I'm mostly doing it to get the yellow dots off because I'm OCD and they bother me. Ghost Leviathan's awesome. Juvenile, so it's not even the adult for how big it was. I know where the adults are, and maybe we'll do that in the area. Like I said, if I'm looking at doing some stuff before we take out of here on the... So a sea dragon skeleton right outside this base that suffers from head trauma. You can probably assume what happened. But basically I can tell you, because I'll look at it in a minute, but one of these eggs is a sea dragon egg, and the aliens did not think that the sea dragon was going to be coming after it as aggressively as it ends up doing. Which also means that there's a chance that the Leviathan that Maida caught actually was pretty much dead, and then its partner or something came and ransacked us for it. This is basically talking about how all the various ray species have too much in common. So they have a common ancestor that must have divulged not too long ago after a different event caused some problems on this planet. Share skeletal traits with biter and sand sharks, but not quite either. This could have been the predecessor to both. I feel bad for it, like, it barely has enough room to turn around in here.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
So warpers contain the DNA from dozens of different organisms.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
This is talking about the Kara. Kara is from another one of their games, Natural Selection, that the posters are laying around for. Which is what I was saying, I think the Strider article it may also have to do with. And in those games, it basically turns you into like a zombie. It turns you into like a Zerg. Okay, I don't actually see anything obvious. So then we'll scan. And here's where we get that the warpers are genetically modified, extensively mechanical grafted, digestive and blood systems are replaced by batteries that pull from the same as the cannons. And they have gigantic they have warp cores in them, which is how they can warp everywhere. What makes me kind of sad is then if you kind of like look at them and you think about like what the rest of them look like, part of me wonders if the cuttlefish is like if that's some of the DNA that they used because of the little mess of tentacles and stuff underneath it. I don't know.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, those were the big things. We got the nickel that we needed. We got the sulfur that we needed. Luckily, the prawn was 900 feet deep just on its own and could save my butt.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Oh, so now I'm infected like some of those fish and stuff we can find. Oh, while I was running around, I found another freaking enzyme peeper. So there's another thing that I can try and do for like last minute stuff before we take out of here. If we want, I can try and get the data download for feeding the enzyme to an infected creature and having it get cured. You know what's kind of weird though is if I can feed it to an infected stalker and like the stalker can get cured and etc., why can't I just eat the enzyme peeper and be fine? I think that means that the other way, that's not to that purple tree, I think that means that other way is the way to the extra egg. But this is fine for now. And I am relatively full of stuff. So I want to get the heck out of here. Now that we have that, we can build some of the upgrades that we need. I'm pretty sure we have enough stuff to build the Cyclops already. So we'll get the Cyclops built. We'll get upgrades to our vehicles. We will probably... Oh, dude, it got free. We'll probably have to pack... the ones for the prawn, because I don't know... Damn it, I was hoping hurting it would send it running away for a minute. See, it's not coming closer. I don't know how effective those discs were. I barely saw them on the way down. Of course, I kind of plummeted more than anything else, but, you know what I mean. And even now, I can't actually tell where they are. Luckily, going up is easy. You just go up, and when you hit roof, you go around until you don't hit roof, and then you keep going up. Somewhere around here, maybe even right up there, is the Degassi base. Like, the Degassi base is actually pretty close to... Oh, yeah, right there. The Degassi, which means that this is now a different way to come down, and it's also a different way that I did not go. But again, the hint was there in the story. Paul Torgal even said that he thought he saw some light from down below. I've never been so happy to see the deep Grand Reefs. 36%. That is the lowest I have had this all game. When I first started playing, I used this thing so much that I went through multiple batteries before I had a base and a power cell charger and everything all established. I stuck to the grassy plateaus and the safe shallow, so I did not have the moon pool. No, that's not what I meant to do.
All systems online.
Oh. Well, I don't have the room for it, but I was trying to switch the container. So happy to be that is a lot of stuff now. See what I mean? Look at all this freaking locker space that we need. Titanium. Be more titanium. Nickel in here. Magnetite and lithium in there. I guess diamonds will go in there. That's just for now. So before I left, I grabbed a bottle of water out of each one. Let's see how demanding it was. Took 1 fish, as opposed to before it would have emptied 3 melons. Let's take more water from them, just because, very obviously, I could freaking use it. Since my dumb butt can't remember to keep myself topped up ever. Alright, sit, save. Yeah, I don't know what I think. The holographic tool is almost like too small. Like the discs are too small. I could not see the light stick at all. So I'm not sure how I thought I was going to make myself a trail with light sticks going down. I still have not made the stasis rifle. I really only kind of wanted it. I didn't have enough magnetite, so I was nervous about making it. I really only wanted it to be able to freeze the Ghost Leviathan and then scan it, but I got it stuck on the teeth of that skull and scanned it anyway. I'll still make it for later. I could make a creature decoy, but it's one of those not crucial things. So before we do anything else, I guess we're going to need the actual Cyclops. Lubricant, 3 lead. Might actually have... yeah. I think I saw 3 enamel glass. Plasteel ingots and advanced wiring kit. Where did all my... there we go. And an advanced wiring kit. Why I love overstocking is now I don't have to sit here and try and hunt all this stuff down. Although it is still a pain in the butt. I think. Alright, let's try this. So a lot of people build the Cyclops sooner, and I can definitely see the appeal to that. Because you cannot dock the Cyclops to your base. Ooh, maybe that'll be what they do to the update. I've seen on PC people have done mods where you basically build it up the top, like how I have my hatch at the very top of this base. And if you park your Cyclops above it, it turns into like you shoot directly down into your base instead of... having to swim. But because you can't dock your Cyclops currently, you can't charge the power cells. So by that purple glowy stuff down, that's why people will throw something down there and they'll just put a power cell charger. You saw I haven't even used these. I don't need to because I don't drain the Cyclops, and everything else is what am I missing? It's 2 gold. There are some players that can fit an entire base inside their moon pool, and then you throw on some solar panels. Not very good, obviously, for being down below, so at the very least you'd want to hook it to a room and then put like a bioreactor in there. Any of the fish you can catch, any of the eggs and stuff you can find, this is what I mean. Like this would go straight to your, you'd put like another vertical connector, and then the Cyclops dock, quote unquote, which is just a latch that you'd park above, would do that for you. And then a ghost ray comes from nowhere. Blah, 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 blah. There are some people that make the Cyclops and use it as their only base. And then, like I said, they just have like little one-room bases for the power cell chargers scattered around. Boom, look at that beast.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Yeah. I do not make a second base like how I tore down Outpost Alpha when I was done.
Captain, all systems online.
I do not make a second base because I turn this one into my second base. Just like Captain Nemo, we'll make it the Nautilus. Not to be confused with the naughty list, which would be Santa Claus no-no list, or my yes list, depending on who you ask. There. I'd have to see it from the outside, but
Engine powering up.
alright, so pretty sure that's the front.
Engine powering down.
Oh, I know what that is. That's my... That means there's an enemy out there, that yellow. What the heck could be out there? As long as it doesn't take damage, and it's not. I parked almost right above it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Whew. So I'm not going to bother with a battery charger. I have enough not dead batteries. I have enough batteries with me still. That's going to get annoying. Being able to sit is important because you can sit and think about how screwed you are without it taking away your food and water. Trash can, just because being able to throw stuff away is always nice. One of the big important things, of course, we will end up needing food. Bed so that we can change it to daytime whenever we want. I'm gonna need a fiber mesh for that. So the launch thing that I did not make, have not made yet. Maybe I'll make one, maybe not. Creature decoy. You load into this bad boy, and then there's a button up top that whenever you're screwed, you can fire one off. And then they'll go after the creature decoy instead of coming after you. Personally, I do not bother with it. Can't build any of this stuff in here for obvious reasons, nor any of this stuff because they require rooms to be put in. Get a fabricator. I normally build a radio, but I think we've listened to all the radio messages. First aid kit, because frankly, sometimes I need it. I've seen some people put a power cell charger and then try to charge the drained power cells in the power cell charger. Believe it or not, that used to work. It doesn't anymore. Now it will drain it at the same rate that so you won't be doing yourself any favors. You can put up a picture somewhere. The walls are slightly at an angle, so putting posters in here make them stand off the wall kind of weird. Okay. I've seen it, and you can. I wouldn't do it up here, but like down here. And then you can fill this entire wall, like 2 tall, with a bunch of the wall lockers, and that's why I was saying they definitely have their place. Because of how big they are, like you can fit like one up there, and then one right below it. You see how there'd be a sizable gap. You do have these lockers. They're definitely not nearly as big, but they will do the trick, and I have those wall lockers up top. So I don't know that I'm going to worry about it right now. Oops. That's the wonderful thing. Okay. Oh, it's still down there making my stuff. I've already kind of forgotten what I put up there, so this will be fun. Dude, I'm getting low on copper again. Luckily, I know where a note is. How'd we do? 2 fish, so the other one must have used like 1.5. You can, and I have taken the time to stuff this thing with the water.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Systems online.
Okay, if you run into something like this... Okay, never mind. If you run into something like that where you can't actually hit it, jump. Because when you land, you dip down a little bit, and if you can time it at the bottom of that, you'll hit what you're looking for. I forgot to get titanium. Luckily, I still had some. Okay. I think I usually put like the other natural selection poster in here. So here's all your batteries. Cyclops fabricator. These are all the different upgrades you can make for it. I cannot remember. I think you can make it at the vehicle upgrade console too. There's your other half of your batteries. This will let you know what you actually got. This is just a little back area. So that door will close because this opens and fills with water. This will be where your vehicle goes. You can heal it. That's where I was a lot of times. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Okay, well. The other thing I sometimes do, this is usually where I build my aquarium. Glass. Dude, I'm gonna be out of freaking quartz again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I could pull it from, like I could literally move this aquarium, but I kind of like it there. Alright, swim charge fins I already covered. I like the Ultra Glide. Cyclops can only make that. Okay, let's start at the top. Got that. Lightweight or Ultra Tank, I'll take the Ultra Tank. Ultra Glide or Swim, I'll take the Ultra. Don't want a propulsion. Those are just depth modules. Those are just depth modules. And that's just a depth module. Okay, so now that I don't actually need that, forgot to put fish back in the... Yeah, usually I have that here, and then this is open, and this is open. So then it's not quite as crowded in here as it currently looks. I'm gonna put off going and getting glass until I find, or well, sounds like. Turn it sideways and have it fit there. Okay, so not much, but you know, it's mine. This is why a dock would be nice. Now, especially since they did it for the sea truck, now I really am wondering if they're going to end up doing a... if they'll end up doing one for the... If I end up doing a video of the... Oh, it's moving it. It's moving it slowly but surely. If I end up doing a video of the Below Zero, I'll show you guys, like, how it used to be. For those of you that haven't played it. Okay, let's put the water in here. This kind of turns into my equipment stuff as well. I would put the radiation suit in there, but I don't actually need it. Just for my own giggleberries, I want to take a look and see if I can make the upgrades at one of these consoles. And I cannot. Okay.